The Jomon period is the key to understanding the world's ancient civilizations. The clay figures with the sunshades aren't aliens. Chapter 4. Snake worship was the way of the world.
Snakes don't look like humans at all. Why did the Jomon people decide to make the snake their totem?
Humans are all born while still being connected to their mother by an umbilical cord to their navel. People of ancient times probably saw it and thought that the people were born from snakes. That's because the human umbilical cord is about 50 centimeters long and wiggly, and it seems like a snake. Folklore scholar Hiroko Yoshino, the leading expert on snake beliefs, also discovered that the words kaka and haha, now used to mean mother, are ancient words for snake.
So maybe that was because of the concept that a mother turns into the totem, which is a snake, in order for the important event of childbirth to take place.
Exactly. That was how Hiroko Yoshino was able to get the insight that the rope pattern represented the ancestral spirit as two snakes mating.
I understand what you are saying about the snake being a totem, but why is it that one ancestral spirit would be two snakes, male and female? Wouldn't it be one snake?
Tabby, have you ever seen a picture of Nuwa and Fuxi from the ancient tales of China? According to the Miao people in southern China, they are the goddess and god who were believed to be the parents of all human beings. Both their lower bodies are in the forms of snakes, and they intertwined like a rope. This is a representation of the creator gods Nuwa and Fuxi making their descendants. So even if there is only one ancestral spirit being rebirthed, in order to be born it takes a pair, male and female.
So does that mean that the Jomon people were influenced by the Chinese culture?
Well now, it goes without saying that from ancient times Japan has been influenced by China. Japan's well-known folk tales such as Hanasaka-ji, the old man who made the dead trees blossom, Kachikachiyama, the farmer and the badger, Urashima Taro, and so forth, are mostly based on similar scenarios from the folktales of the Miao people. But in order to discuss the details of this topic, one needs to think on a wider scale both historically and geographically. For example, in India there's a statue of the legendary cobra snake god and goddess called Naga and Nagi, whose lower bodies are intertwined. It is very much like the image of Fuxi and Nuwa.
Naga and Nagi sound just like the god of Japan's mythology, Izanagi, and the goddess Izanami.
One can hardly say that there is no connection there. There could also be a possible connection between the Nagi of the Japanese word for eel, unagi, and the Indian Naga and Nagi.
Is that one of your jokes, Doctor? Although unagi is also long, narrow, and squiggly like a snake.
I'm not joking. I think that humans have thought of the snake as a totem since our human ancestors were living in Africa.
What do you mean by the human ancestors living in Africa? Did all the humans on Earth come from Africa?
Didn't you know that, Tabby? Humans originated in Africa. Then, 70,000 years ago, they set off from Africa and became scattered throughout the world. But I imagine that the people, no matter where they went, did not forget that the snake was their totem since their time in Africa. The rope pattern, just as India's Naga and Nagi, China's Fuxi and Nuwa, represents two snakes, male and female, intertwining and mating.
If the souls of the dead people are snakes, what would the souls of living people be? You're not going to tell me that they are snakes inside the body, are you?
Well, actually, the people of ancient times thought that the souls of living people are also two snakes, male and female. In the teachings of the yogic Hindu beliefs, which are being handed down even now, it is believed that the male cobra, Shiva, rests in the forehead, and the female cobra, Parvati, rests in the bottom of the belly. It is said that those cobras are the soul of a living human. What is important here is that the two snakes, male and female intertwined, must separate within the body when the human is reborn. So the Jomon people had exactly the same ideas as the teaching of yoga. That's what I think.